Welcome to this SkillPad video resource, where we make learning simple. In this video, we are going to look at processing and preservation of vegetables. Vegetables are crunchy, colorful, and are chock full of things your body needs to not fall apart. But they have a dark secret. They don't last. That beautiful head of broccoli you bought on Sunday? By Friday, it can look like a sad, yellowing science experiment. Tiny, invisible ninjas, bacteria molds, yeasts, along with enzymes, which are natural compounds inside the vegetables themselves. These critters cause spoilage. They turn your crisp carrots into mush and your vibrant spinach into a slimy mess. Preserving food is our way of telling those microscopic party crashers that the buffet is closed permanently. It's about saving money and capturing sun-ripened flavor so you can enjoy it all year. Now, let's look at the tools in our preservation toolbox. There isn't just one way to save a vegetable. There are many, and each has its own scientific mojo. The most ancient and simplest method is drying or dehydration. Microorganisms need water to live and thrive. By removing that water, we make the environment inhospitable. Sun-drying, oven-drying, dehydrator. Results: sun-dried tomatoes, crispy kale chips. Next up, canning, a two-pronged attack. Step 1. Heat jars to kill microorganisms and enzymes. Step 2. Jars cool and form a vacuum seal that keeps microbes out. Great for tomatoes and cucumbers, tomato sauce, pickles. Requires special equipment and care, but gives shelf-stable jars that last for years. Let's not forget the chill, freezing. Freezing puts microbes into suspended animation. Extreme cold slows activity. Finally, fermentation and pickling. Pickling uses acid. Fermentation encourages good bacteria that make lactic acid. When you process a vegetable, you're fundamentally changing it. You can't expect a dried carrot to be the same as a fresh one, and that's okay. It's a transformation, not a tragedy. Let's start with the look. Drying concentrates color. It also causes vegetables to shrink and wrinkle. Side by side, fresh versus dried. A plump red tomato, fresh. After drying, darker, leathery, intensely red. Canning can dull greens, but blanching plus freezing can retain color. Texture undergoes dramatic shifts, magic or mush. Drying removes crispness. Some become brittle like chips, others leathery like fruit leather. Freezing poorly creates large ice crystals that puncture cells. Thawed veg can become watery and limp. Some freeze well, such as corn, and some do not, such as celery. Flavor concentrates. Dried mushrooms become deep and earthy. Mushroom powder is potent. While some nutrients, like vitamin C, can be reduced, preserved vegetables remain excellent sources of vitamins, minerals, and fiber. You can't just toss a muddy carrot into a jar and hope for the best. Proper preparation is the foundation upon which all successful preservation is built. The journey for every vegetable begins at the sink. Wash thoroughly under cool running water to remove dirt, grit, and garden pests. Scrub firm roots like potatoes and carrots. Swish leafy greens in cold water. Peel, trim, chop, and slice to uniform thickness. Uniform pieces dry, cook, and freeze evenly. Remove bruised or damaged spots. Preservation will only preserve the problem. Blanching, a crucial step for freezing or some drying. Scald briefly in boiling water or steam for a specific time, then plunge into ice water. Not to cook through, but to deactivate enzymes and keep color. Blanching keeps greens bright and helps texture during freezing. Uniform cutting, labeled bags, and correct blanching set your vegetables up for success. Meticulous prep equals safer, higher quality preserves. Culinary treasure versus pantry disappointment. Don't skip prep. Prep is your first and best line of defense. Let's get down to the business of drying. The oldest trick in the book. Solar drying is low-tech and effective when conditions allow. You need heat, low humidity, and good air circulation. A simple solar dryer is a wooden box covered with clear plastic or glass with vents. Top vents let warm air out. Bottom vents pull in drier air. Place uniform slices on mesh screens. Gentle airflow wicks moisture away. Solar drying is an art. Needs several hot, dry days. Rotate trays and bring them inside at night to avoid dew. Dew will rehydrate slices, done when leathery, tomato, or brittle, carrot. If weather fails you, the oven is your dehydrator. Use the oven's lowest temperature, ideally 130 to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. that is, 55 to 65 degrees Celsius. If it won't go that low, prop the door open to allow moisture to escape. Closed doors will steam, not dry. Arrange pieces in a single layer on parchment or wire racks. Rotate trays periodically. Drying time 4 to 12 hours depending on thickness. Check, flip, and keep low and slow for control. Ready when crisp for chips or leathery for fruit-like veg. Store in jars once fully cooled. Once you have a beautiful collection of dried vegetables, herbs, and spices, you've already won. But you can take it further and transform them into potent powders. First, the product must be bone-dry and brittle. Test a piece. It should snap cleanly. If it bends, dry it more. Wet herbs gum up grinders. Best tool, a dedicated coffee or spice grinder or a high-powered blender. Keep a grinder only for spices. Work in small batches. Don't overload. Pulse in short bursts to avoid motor overheating and flavor change. Pulse to coarse meal, then finer. Sift through a fine mesh and regrind the large bits until uniformly fine. Protect powders and dried slices from their enemies: air, light, moisture, and heat. Store in airtight containers in a cool, dark place. Glass jars with tight lids are perfect. Vacuum bags also work. Label is not optional. Write what's inside and the preservation date. Example: carrot powder, August 25, 2025. Package in attractive small jars or resealable bags. Create a simple label listing ingredients and a brand name, for example, just dried onions. Sell at farmers markets, school fairs, or online. Start by offering samples. A sprinkle of tomato powder on a cracker can sell. Highlight benefits: no additives, concentrated flavor, and locally sourced produce. Your passion can become profit. Package well, label clearly, offer samples. And enjoy the pride and extra profit. Thank you for using this SkillPad video resource. We hope it opened your eyes to the benefits of processing and preserving vegetables. Come with us as we wade through the world of nutrition and food technology for your learning pleasure. We hope to see you again soon.